Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualise, my asexual life. This is supposed to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual. I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already started right here, right now, please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live right now or post a new video. So first of all, if you didn't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this awesome Asexual Perspectives 47 Asexual Stories book. I'm also the author of Fibromyalgia Self-Help Handbook, available on Amazon. So Top Gun Maverick. If you've not watched the movie and you want to see it, there's going to be spoilers in this live stream. So please do not watch this live stream afterwards, even until you've watched the movie, unless you like spoilers and want to know what it's about before you go. Right, so Top Gun Maverick. Stars Tom Cruise as Pete Maverick. And basically, it's 30 years on after the first Top Gun movie. Now, I actually haven't seen the first Top Gun movie all the way through, which is a shocker, right? Because it's a classic. But I decided to go and see Top Gun Maverick in London. I saw it after I saw Frozen at the cinema, at the theatre, Frozen the musical at London Theatre. And so I didn't have anything to do specifically in the evening in London. I thought I want to go and watch a movie. So I went to the West End and saw Top Gun Maverick. And I love action movies, and it did not disappoint at all. Right. So considering I hadn't watched the first movie and didn't all the way through, and I didn't know too much about it, basically in the previous movie, his co-pilot, if you like, the person who was his partner for aviation, if you like, he died. And in this second movie, he gets sent to train these youths up to do this very dangerous mission. And the son of his co-pilot partner, basically, the son is there, and his son was the son of his friend who died, who was like the co-pilot, is his partner, if you like, in flight, that died. His son is amongst these youths that Pete Maverick has to train up for this deadly mission. Now, Pete doesn't really, or Maverick, shall we call him Maverick, because obviously the film's called Maverick. Maverick doesn't want to really train the son, because the son resents him because he basically got him demoted so that it would be longer till he had to fight, because his mum didn't, before she died, made Maverick promise that their son would not fly like for a long time until he was ready or at all, because his dad died in a plane and she didn't want him to go through the same thing and die, basically. So they kept putting off. And in this movie, Pete Maverick doesn't think he's actually ready, and he's got a lot of demons coming up from the past about, kind of like guilt and ill feeling and bad feeling about letting his co-pilot's son like not be able to get as far up the ranks as he wants to, and because he feels that his son's not ready. But you'll see throughout the film how that relationship between Maverick and his old co-pilot who died's son actually develops and changes. There's a lot of resentment and difficulties there in the beginning, but of course it changes throughout the film. I really, really loved the actual flight scenes in this. There were so many flight scenes. Pete Maverick has to train the others how to do this really difficult course of flying, because there's a lot of bombs coming at them. They have to go down at a certain altitude to be able to be unseen and get in where they need to get in. And they have to basically eliminate something so that it doesn't, it's like I don't know if it's a nuclear weapon or something, but basically I think they've got nuclear weapons, or they got some sort of weapons, or something's going on, and they have to destroy it or before it gets into the wrong hands, or get it out of there, something like that. They're on a deadly mission basically to stop something happening where people can like sabotage the world, basically. And so from what I could make out, but the real focus was on the planes, was on the mission, and Pete Maverick's training, you know, and he's just kind of crazy because when he goes high up in a plane, he will go so high up and so fast till his oxygen's nearly cut off and he nearly blacks out. And so there is a lot of flight action. I loved all the airplane action. I loved the intensity of it. I loved it. You know, if you're into aviation and planes, you'll absolutely adore the movie from that point of view. You know, if you like action movies with planes in it, I just couldn't get enough of it. They bring his old love flame back into it, and eventually he gets back with her in the movie. But, you know, because it was an older relationship, you don't see any sex, but it's implied still a bit because she's in bed with him. But it's more like, you know, there's no humpy pumpy. Because so that's why I think it's suitable for asexuals, because she's just like in bed with him and, you know, got her hand on his chest and wants to kiss him and chat, but mostly chat to him. And it's kind of like, I thought it's a bit sad that, again, they haven't got much passion in terms of kissing in this. It's more, there is sexual attraction though in it. So if you don't like, you know, them showing sexual attraction in movies, because he basically is looking at her butt and she's like, stop giving me that look. And he's like, what look? And she's like, you know, that one. And he's staring at her butt when she's going the door. So there is a lot of sexual attraction in it, which I kind of think is a bit sad compared to like the fact there's not that much kissing passion in it and not so much love as I would have liked, you know. It's a lot more based on sexual attraction in the beginning, and then he does get back with her, but the daughter's like, the woman's daughter is like, please don't mess around again and break her heart, you know, basically. So there's that love story going on. But, you know, the new characters, the new pilots, and Maverick being the old 30-year veteran, it's very interesting to see the contrast and how they brought them together. There's a scene where they're bonding and Tom Cruise literally strips his top off. He's on the beach playing with the, like, doing a team building exercise with the other young, you know, 30 plus years younger probably than him people, you know, pilots, and they put them together and they purposely show how Tom looks really good for his age still physically, with his chest and stuff like that. You know, there's not that much difference. And so, yeah, for any die-hard Tom Cruise fans, you're going to love that bit, I think. And the old meets the new was great. I loved that theme. But yeah, just the piloting stuff was really good. The way the storyline was constructed was really good. So I would very much recommend going to see Top Gun Maverick if it's in your cinemas now, or get it on disc when it comes out, because it's a fantastic movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Very, very action-packed, emotional at some points in time, and well delivered, yeah. So I would recommend it. Go and see it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now, posting a video. Lots of love. Take care. Thumbs it up. Bye. Lots of love. And if you've watched Maverick, Top Gun, please post your comments down below of what you thought of the movie. Love to know what you think. As always, bye. Mwah.